Hi guys, my name is Safia, but you can just call me Safi, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time and I want to start back. Today I was like, Safia, yeah, feel like put on a makeup. I don't have on no nails. I don't look, I was thinking of so many excuses as to why I shouldn't start back my channel today. But I'm just going to come as I am. I'm just going to come as I am. I'm not wearing no makeup. I'm wearing something on my lip and my eyebrow. This is my hair. I was like, maybe I should get a little wig. When I do content, I put on the wig. I was thinking of every excuse not to start, and I've decided to just start. Just start. I was like, oh, I need to get some cuter clothes and just start. So I'm starting back this channel, okay? It's going to be all about mental health awareness, all about autism awareness, and just being a woman, being an adult in your 30s, trying to navigate the world. Hurricane Melissa just came to Jamaica and impacted us, devastated our country, and it's just been a really tough time. So I said, let me start back my channel because someone might need someone to talk to. So I'm here to talk to you, okay? So say hi in the comment section, introduce yourself, tell me about yourself. I want to get to know you. I know a lot of people are very lonely right now. So I basically want to be your big sister, your neurodivergent big sister with a lot of advice, a lot of life experience, right? So let's get into it. I am coming back on here to have a conversation with you that I think a lot of people want to talk about, but we just don't have nobody to talk to about it. So basically, I want my platform to be here to help people who struggle with mental health because I've struggled with it, and a part of me has been hesitant to talk about it because of fear of judgment, right? I even did hypnotherapy recently with a lovely woman, and I'll put her information in the description. And the hurdle we were tackling is fear of judgment. And if you didn't know, I privated the videos, but if you didn't know, I have autism. I recently was diagnosed maybe like 3.5, 4 years ago. And it's been very, very difficult. So I know a lot of people are dealing with a lot of mental health struggles, and I want to be there for people because I understand what it feels like. Like, it's not fun, it sucks, and especially after Hurricane Melissa, I know that a lot of people are struggling from mental health struggles. I live in Kingston, so I was not heavily impacted by the hurricane in the physical sense, but what I can speak on is being impacted in the mental. With autism, you're very used to routine. And when a hurricane is coming, obviously your routine changes. You have to get prepared for the hurricane, you have to anticipate it, you have to, for me, mentally prepare your child for the situation. And it took its toll on me. Hearing the devastation took its toll on me. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a little mental moment the other day. And when I got through it, I'm like, Safia, remember you want to start talking more about mental health on your channel? What are you waiting for? You could save somebody's life and you're there dilly-dallying because you're afraid that people are going to judge you. What's the point? Life is to be shared. Life is about community. Life is about purpose. Like, if there's no purpose in me going through what I got through, what's the point? I know life is randomness and stuff, and you can't really predict how your life is going to turn out. You can't really predict the struggles you're going to face, but all of us have to experience challenge in one way or another, and I want to be here to help people with the mental part. So long story, My mental health struggle started from early because I didn't know, no one knew I had autism. So imagine living through your life for 29 years, not knowing you had autism, and you're still dealing with everything that comes with being autistic, and you don't know why. So imagine how stressful life was for me. So my mental health struggle started from early, from I'm a child, because I was just different. I had a video about my autism diagnosis and how I never met much friends growing up, and I privated them because I wasn't ready to be vulnerable at the time. But now I'm ready. So yes, it started in childhood, and because I saw life at 100%. I always tell my mom and stuff, I experienced life at 100%. No little insulation, nothing. I experienced all my emotions at 100%. So you know how hard that must be. And living life that way, you experience burnout a lot. So I trying to not make it too long, but when I was 13, my grandpa passed away. And when that happened, life became really real for me. I'm like, people can die. People I love can die. I know I hear about people dying, but people I love can die. It's like the concept didn't click to me until I was like 13. Because my grandpa was like, I loved him dearly. And when he died, a part of me died. It's the truth. And the realization that life is not fair or life can be so hard started at that age. So I started to get panic attacks. Like we didn't know what it was at the time though. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me stop talking. Ooh, this lighting is hiding all the little wrinkles and dimples. Yeah. All right, so the plane is gone. So I started asking my parents really hard questions to answer. So, mommy, a bomb can just drop on our house right now and we can die? And then the thought of it just freaked me out and spiraled me, and I just started crying and hyperventilating and having a panic attack. And it went on for a little bit of time, and then it just died down on its own. I don't know what happened. It just died down on its own. So a little later on, or I went to Immaculate Conception High School, and our head girl died tragically on her birthday, her 18th birthday, gone by a gun. She was unalive by a gun. And when I hear that, I'm like, hold on, I can die? It's like it didn't. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for laughing, but it's like it didn't click in my brain that, hey, people my age die? So when she died, I was just like, what the hell is happening? And it really made me very, very, very depressed because she was a youngster. She was beautiful, vivacious. She had an amazing personality. You could tell, like, in her adulthood, she would have thrived. So to see her just die so young was very impactful for me. And I got so depressed. And I'm sure a lot of other young ladies at the school got depressed too. And it was just such a hard time. Then fast forward to sixth form. This is where my autism, I think, was showing up itself, but I still didn't know I had autism. So, throughout high school, they tell you what to do, they tell you what to study, they tell you what subjects to choose, they whatever, right? But in sixth form, they're like, okay, now, go a spoon out of your mouth. It's time to do everything on your own, right? And for someone with autism who is used to routine, telling someone like me that wasn't a recipe for success. So in sixth form, I really struggled. I started to have more panic attacks, and I had to stop school for like a year or so. And another impactful thing for me is when I stopped school, my lovely school didn't even realize I was gone. I was gone for 3 weeks, did not hear from nobody, not an email, not a phone call, not a nothing. After I've been at the school since 7th grade all the way to 6th form. So I was like to the school, right? We were really upset about that. It impacted me emotionally. It made me feel like invisible, and it really left a really bad mark. They tried to make it right. They gave me a basket. It had pine in there, and I'm allergic to pine, so I was just, but they tried to make it right. They made me say goodbye to my friends because I wasn't gonna come back to school, right? And I didn't want to just disappear off the face of the earth. So I said goodbye to my friends. And I appreciate them for that. But I really, really wish they did a better, did better at communication back then. So, anyways, so that was the start of a very treacherous journey, my mental health journey. Very depressed, very depressed. Because in Jamaican culture, being educated is valued highly. And for me to stop school, I felt like my value went down. So for a long time, I was struggling with the fact that even now, like the fact that I have an associate's degree. That is the highest education I have, and I'm very proud of it because knowing that I have autism, knowing that I had struggles in school, and I didn't know I had autism at the time, and I struggled through school and I still got my associate's degree, I am so proud of myself, right? I have struggles that only I and people around me really know. And for me to graduate, get to wear my gown and my cap, walk across the stage, not knowing I had autism, I'm so proud of myself, right? My 20s were a struggle, was a struggle. In and out of like long-term relationships, but it's like they were not good people. They're not a part of my highlight reel, right? Like some not so nice people. When you're autistic, you're very naive about certain things, and I was naive about a lot of things, and I had to learn the hard way. So a part of having this channel is to help young ladies avoid situations that I fell into because of my lack of experience or because of my neurodivergence, right? So I want to help you to not make the same decisions I made. So my 20s were a struggle. A lot of it I don't remember, and that's usually a sign of trauma. So a lot of my 20s I don't remember, but I can really dive into those things in the future, like do story times about certain situations, and but this is like a reintroduction for you to me. So in my 20s it was hard, very hard, but in my late 20s, I was 29 actually, had my child already, was married already. I went to get assessed for autism, and I learned that I have level 1 autism. So the levels mean your support needs. So level 1 is the lowest support needs, and then level 3 is the highest support needs. Level 1 doesn't mean it's you have a little bit of autism. You have it, right? You have autism. It doesn't discount the fact that you're experiencing autism. What level 1 means is that your support needs are the lowest. So you're high functioning basically, which is deceptive because sometimes it can't function, right? But it means your support system doesn't have to be as stringent as at level 3. For example, if you have level 3 autism, you may be nonverbal, very nonverbal. You may have issues with your eating habits. You have a hard time eating certain foods, so you might be malnourished. So you need like a heavy support system to keep you healthy. Whereas level 1, in my case, for instance, I need emotional support in a lot of stuff. I have a lot of social anxiety. I have a lot of challenges that I can dive into in further videos so that you can get a better understanding of what it looks like to be a high functioning autistic person. It's not pretty, it's not trendy, it's not cute to be neurodivergent, it's not fun, you know, but it has its amazing you're to I don't know how to explain it. You're special, you're different, you have different interests, you look at the world differently. So in a way, you gift the world with your unique perspectives. I'm a ridiculously creative person, right? But my challenge, for example, I had a job in June. Very nice people, very understanding of my autism, accommodating. But you see me, when I am working and I'm focused, I do too much. I get burnt out. I get sick. I get so stressed out that I get sick. So I got to a point where it was going to kill me. I worked there for 3 months and I just couldn't go any further. I spoke to the person, I told her the situation, and I just walked away from the job because it just was not suited for me, for my differences. I have a lot of differences. And I've decided that I'm going to curate a life that my differences fit perfectly into. I am going to create a life for myself filled with peace. Slow. I want it to be slow. I want it to be filled with slowness. I want to be filled with peace, right? And a traditional job just isn't for me. And that's okay. And I'll figure it out. But a part of figuring it out is documenting it for you guys. Because I know a lot of adults struggling right now. Adulthood is not like a bed of roses. It sucks sometimes. The obligations, the responsibilities, the financial burdens that you have, and to live in it with autism. I big up my husband, big up my daughter, big up the two of them for really being here for me. Yeah, I love having my family. They have brought such a joy to me, you know, and I appreciate my mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, my relatives and friends. You know, I just really appreciate everyone who always supports me. So I don't want to make this video too long. I hope it made sense what I was talking about. But you know, if you want more videos like this, just subscribe to my channel. I hope that I can, you know, create content, help people with mental health issues to not feel so alone, and build a community. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, so if there's any topics you want me to talk about, any things you want me to dive into, being a mom and having autism, relationships on autism, even outside of autism, I can give you some really good advice because I've seen some things, okay? So if you need advice, if you want a friend to talk to, just subscribe, share it, like it, comment. I want to hear from you. You know, let's build a community. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.